Yeah. Tuya Smart is a global IoT development platform to bridge brands, OEMs, developers, and retailers. Based on our global public cloud, Tuya connects different smart scenarios divided by providing hardware development tools, public cloud service, and offering a smart business development platform. However, today I want to make some small change here to focus on the industry solution for 2B scenarios instead of hardware ecosystem anymore. But all the audience are welcome to leave your request in the live chat.
So I would rather spend a little bit of time introducing PSG, and PSG is a set of live webinars here, and we will bring together over 300 IoT experts from all different kind of business aspects to provide very unique insights and their potential when it comes to build your business. And as Ian mentioned, today's section is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be focusing more on the industry trend, software, and service. And if you are interested in the hardware, you can always message us, but this is not going to be emphasized today as a key point. And moving on to the next slide, again, this is the brand wall.
Yeah, so far Tuya has more than 8,400 brand customers worldwide. You can see lots of well-known brands in North America, Asia, and Europe, such as the Schneider Electric cities. But also, today's topics we will talk about some our partners about hospitalities.
Well, I can tell because one of the pictures shows Holiday Inn, right? Well, so before we start, here are some of the rules during the webinar. For the best experience for everyone, you will be automatically muted and have cameras turned off throughout today's webinar. This is such a pity that I wouldn't be able to see your pretty faces. However, you'll still be able to ask questions in the chat box along the way. As we have a team of experts stand by to respond to any questions in real time. Again, just like the beginning, I was talking to the people who's working right behind the cameras. And moving on to the next slide, we are looking at the agenda. Very simple and plain and as routine. So first one is the introduction. We've already checked on that. And the second is about smart hospitality. And we are going to give you 4 hints about the market trends, strategies, tactics, pain points, and why. And most importantly, the successful cases and our sample display. And by the last of this webinar, we're going to we're gonna let you know how Tuya empowers your IoT business, and there are a couple of things to cover there as well. And we are not showing this on the desk yet, but here we have a sample, and we are going to do the live gifts. And Yan prepared this as a gift, and whenever it is ready, we're going to start that section. And so, without further ado, let's start today's webinar. This part is about the market. Well, thanks to the teamwork, and I get to know a lot about the different market. So from the home appliance, sensor, locks, and IP cameras. But when it comes to hotel or the greater concept, let's say hospitality, my common sense isn't helping that much. So I did some of the homework the other day and found out that the real number is somehow shocking to me. For example, there has been a decline in home ownership, with 36% of American householders currently renting rather than owning their home. So we're talking about 36% versus only 45% of renters could afford to buy a property in their city, going by the average home price in their city. And I know that pain point. I know how expensive the real estate is currently in China. But Yan, how's the market from your expertise?
Okay, so here today, I take the Europe for examples here. For the United Europe Union, right now we have 22 countries has granted totals more than 146,000 hotels, which account for just over 6 million bedrooms. The average number of the rooms per hotel is in the market is averagely is like 61, and the range from massive to 238 100 rooms in a resort destination like Cyprus to 12 rooms in Albania. Two of the largest markets in Europe is France and Spain have a very disparate numbers, with average French hotel just have 36 rooms, and the average Spanish hotel is around like 94 rooms per hotel.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember that. So you talk about that the French have about average 36 and Spanish about average 94. That's like tripled the number.
Yeah, so it means like in the Europe, the country by country, they have different situation here in market.
I'm curious about that. Well, guys, if you are curious about that, feel free to book an online meeting with Yan. And we want to hear from you. So where is your business located? And yes, I've already seen. I want to share this with you. So we're looking at like 6 out of 12. They say their business is located in Europe. So today I would say Europe and Asian is the major part that we want to cover.
Yeah, because compared with United States, you see, right? So we have lots of countries in Europe and lots of countries in Asia. These two areas is popular hot destination for the travelers all over the world. And also due to the histories, the hotels in Europe, they have very long history.
Well, that's actually one of my my destination as well. I always wanted to go to Spain, which I haven't. So moving on to this one, I see this one says chain market, chain hotels, the market. So chain hotel have multiple locations and can offer hotel nationally and internationally. So they must be doing something right to have such expensive business, right?
Yeah. So. I still take the Europe market for example. So exactly for the chain hotels market, there are around like 18,000 hotels with a total 10 million bedrooms in the Europe. This means like a chain hotel make up is just around like 13% of the overall hotel market, but the represents like around like 38% of the room market. Not surprisingly, the average size of chain hotels is over twice the size of the whole market at 131 rooms in the Europe. Here, you can check the chart on the slide. Is here the price is much more even, representing the consistent of the hotel brand, with 19 out of the 22 markets have average chain room numbers of between the 106 and 109, and here are the national running. But also I want to actually, so you check this chart, you will find like actually in the Europe, the chain hotel is just account for a small market share. The country hotel, it means like independent, not chain hotel, and including some small budget hotel. They are the main market in the whole Europe.
Well, so can we, Stacy? Can we take some time because our assistant is not in the group chat yet? And can you send over the invitation email to their whoever is doing that? That's fine. Well, I just realized that we have some messages in the group chat and nobody is replying it. Shannon said he's using this app to record meetings and take notes with AI. Thank you for recommendation. Yeah. Well, we can continue to the next page.
Yeah.
But well, this is such a colorful page. Well, the hardest hit sector by the coronavirus pandemic is hospitality and tourism industry. Everybody suffer from that, and people get less and less travel experience. And due to the restrictions on mobility, physical distancing, and the fear of getting infected through travel and group gatherings. I know how painful that is. I stay away from people. Well, the uncertainty about the nature of the virus itself and it's unprotected. Well, quick events has resulted in unmatched cancellation of accommodation, airport, and events, and the shutdown of restaurant, cafes, and hotel.
Yeah. For example, actually, actually it's 2020 and 2021 is very tough years for all of us, especially for the hospitalities all over the world, in Europe, in Asia. Lots of them get affected and they have to close down their business, right? So in order to make the business ongoing, the Europe Union carry out lots of regulations to ask hoteliers to shorten the working hours of their reception staffs to avoid unnecessary contact between the staff and their guests to protect them from the infection of COVID-19 in past 2 years.
Well, we didn't tell you that a lot of our co-workers, they get sick. So this is not only talking about the COVID time, it's still ongoing COVID time for us. And we actually just, we were wearing the mask right before this webinar. And we're still trying to stay away. And this is kind of like, passing down as a habit of the day-to-day routine. Well, this one I see I see someone important you're gonna mention. So with the pandemic now under control and no apparent dangers lurking in the dark, I'm talking about the North American and European countries, mostly not China for right now. The travel industry is taking a brief stand by opening doors, literally just to travelers from all over the globe. But what are those expectations and how has the consumer changed? What are they longing to see from hotels, accommodation providers? And let us just delve deeper into these questions and get a clearer picture of the new era of hospitality, and which is called post-COVID.
Yeah, actually, how to say is a pandemic changed a lot all over the world. In the post-pandemic industry trend, I called the what Accor Group their plans about what is the future. So Accor Group detailed that 61% of travelers say that their phenomenon made them to want to travel more sustainability, while 73% are more likely to choose accommodation with sustainable policies, and 68% of indicate that they want to see how their money is distributed in the local communities. Let's take the contactless solutions. Accor Group CTO Flo Blicker was surprised at the QR code menu and mobile ordering solutions that increased a lot in the past 2 years. He points out that prior to the pandemic, almost no hotels in Europe had ever requested that capabilities. And afterwards, it pretty much expanded in every single food and beverage establishment. He also called out that fact that contactless check-in and check-out has gone mainstream for the hotels in the wake of the pandemic. He thinks both are here to stay.
Well, so we started a questionnaire, and in your view, what is the biggest challenge to reopening hotels? And it's quite funny because we have already collected the votes here. So the first one is demand, and the second one is lack of the clarity regarding support, and third is health and safety. But actually, according to the analysis, like 99% of the industry people chose demand, the first one, as a main reason as for the biggest challenge to reopening hotels. Well, that's something for us to think along the webinar, I would say. And moving on to the next slide, we were mentioning that we are going to give away this lucky jar, which is EU's smart lock box. And we have actually introduced this before in the group chat, in our actually in the very first one of our PSG live webinar, and we have prepared the link in the in the assistant line, but our assistant is still struggling to get involved here. What about we just start doing a lucky draw of this worth $119 smart lock dog as your gift, and this is something that we would say Merry Christmas to you. Are we ready? On the lottery, is it showing?
Let me try again.
Well, what about we switch the computer that way so we can
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
look from there? Well, all right. So we have 33 audience in the group chat so far, and not yet. Let's start typing 1 in the group chat because we are going to count. Let's say if the numbers stop at 7, and we are going to count the 7th who sent 1 in the group chat. And I see a lot of people. 13 is your lucky guys, right? We'll see. So by the time that you start, I'm going to send a 0 in the group chat, and we're gonna start. So, are we counting down? 3, 2, 1. There we
Okay.
go. Oh my God! A lot of people see. Guys, type in 1 because the number doesn't count. What's the lucky number over here?
It's like 7.
Oh, all right. 7 is the first round. First round lucky number. Well, guys, thank you for all the enthusiasm in the group chat. We can stop from here. And the next part, we are going to dive in to the core section of today's webinar, which is called Smart Building Solution. And would you like define the concept of smart building?
Oh, okay, great. So actually, it's those buildings whose installation and system enable centralized management and control in order to maximize the efficiency and the sustainability while ensuring security as well as people's safety and wellness.
And I see some of the buildings over here. I have my own understanding, so it's single one with computer and app, and one with a lot of networks and multiple buildings.
Yeah, actually in the past decades, system of the buildings have evolved a lot. In the very beginnings, the system used by the hospitalities are independent of each other. For example, locks are traditional physical locks. They can't work with the check-in system. Gradually, several systems works with other systems based on the manual integration across different service providers. Like PMS can work with lock systems. And right now is the new areas like Tuya Hospitality Solutions. We can provide an integrated system on a single platform across different ecosystem, different brand. I will tell more about it so that later, so that you will know what I mean in the next page.
I probably know that, but the audience, they don't. And the next one we want to hear from you is which one suits your business the most. And independent systems, so 3 of the picture showing above. And nobody, I already see voted. So the first one, independent system, and well, I see most of the vote goes on to the first one, independent. So maybe people are just running one hotel.
Yeah.
And the last one have some brand hotel, I guess, from here, because that's 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
But we're going to keep that in mind, and we're going to go to the next one.
Due to pandemic, actually, mobile key solutions reduce the unnecessary face-to-face communication between the reception staff and their guests to protect their safety. Just this is why they do like that is cater for the regulation requirement by the Europe government.
Well, so as summarized on the slide, Also, as mentioned about the restrictions on mobility, physical distancing, and the fear of getting infected, so travel and group gatherings actually stayed as a trend of hospitality. And there are three things we want to emphasize on this PowerPoint is the first one, ensure a healthy and safe environment, and secondly, provide an excellent phygital, this is a creative word, with user experience. And third, minimize waiting time and avoid overcrowding. So if you do need this type of features that upgrade in your hotel, make sure that you leave the comments in the group chat or book an online meeting with Yan.
Okay.
Efficiency.
Yeah, let's talk about the efficiency. Actually, the operation cost is headache for the hotel management team, right? So post-pandemic, keyless check-in solutions can improve the guest experience for the hotels and this industry, and provided a flexible 24-hour self-check-in to the Airbnb guest to save the cost of that, because for the Airbnb, the short-term rentals, lots of the guests, they will take the night flight to arrival at the destination and to ask for how can I to get the keys and get in the rooms. This is a headache for the Airbnb host. But right now, okay, based on the solution, they don't need to worry about it.
Well, there are still three things that we want to emphasize on the efficiency side. But other than talking about that, I wanted to share my own experience in Airbnb, but actually in China, because it's really flexible. The first time I stayed on top of a cafe place, and the owner of the Airbnb is actually the same one with the cafe place. So they just let me in and told me that the key is right by the cashier, and I can just pick it and go upstairs and open the door, and that's it. That's so smooth. Then I don't even worry about anybody. I get lost because the coffee place is so easy to find. And the second time that I spent was in a residential building. And they're very flexible because they just told me to go to the front desk, and behind it, there was a mailbox. And I just open it up and have the keys, and I have the one-time temporary keyboard, the password setup, and all the experience, it just feels so smooth. And thanks to this change, it's either before COVID, COVID time or right during the COVID time, but everything is just feel naturally happening.
Yeah, this is quite normal. Actually, I have same experience before. When I travel to Europe or United States, I prefer to book a room on Airbnb. They always put their keys in some area, maybe under some rocks, right, or in the mailbox. And sometimes they need to waiting for me. Every time they need to message me via the WhatsApp where you are now and around what time you will arrive at my my house. Then they need to waiting for me. So this is a kind of inconvenience for them actually, but based on the new technology, they don't need to worry that anymore.
Well, so this falls into our expertise, and when we call Tuya smart, we can definitely make it smarter. And the next one, we are moving on sustainability and people, efficiency, and sustainability, the three slides, keywords over there. We heard this concept in a lot of industries, but overall, they seem very related. Take example as hospitality, energy, and IoT, which is Internet of Things, etc. So what you want to bring to us today?
Yeah, actually, so right now, the technology, they bring a lot of features to achieve like energy saving. So works with the Tuya solutions. We can help the hospitalities to manage their power and water consumptions. To continue to contribute to reducing the carbon emissions, contributing to the 2050's net zero object. Yeah.
Well, moving on to the next one. This is something I see you mentioned quite many times.
Yeah, actually, Tuya has a lot of solutions. In the past years, Tuya are expanding the business from the 2C market to the 2B scenario marketings. And right now, so we have three solutions right now ready for the market. including the Tuya residential. This is used for the long-term rentals. Also, we have Tuya hospitalities for the short-term rentals. And the third one is like a lighting energy saving solution for the commercial buildings. This is what we can offer right now to the market.
Well, you definitely have covered this in numerous meetings. Well, however, we aren't taking this structure layout in details today. So if you're interested in specific section, feel free to book an online meeting with Yan. And he's definitely available but busy from time to time. It's hard for me to catch him as well. And as circled out, so today's section will be mostly about smart hospitality.
Yeah, although we have 3 solutions here, but today's our topic is about the hospitality. So let's focus on what kind of solution and what is our source on the hospitalities. Okay, as you see here, actually so our hospitality solutions can serve different kind of scenarios, from the chain hotel, luxury hotel, to the Airbnb service apartment, and this is what we can serve in the market.
Again, we're going to pause here because I set up so many questionnaires. We want to know which one are you. So are you hotel, Airbnb, service apartment, vacation, rental, or none of the above? And see, 4 people voted hotel, and wow, this is getting even. Okay. So mostly hotel and Airbnb, the first 2 choices.
Yeah, actually, this is not surprised because according to the Airbnb last quarter's financial report, their revenue has beyond a Marriott group already. So their volume is so big enough to compete with some very historical hotel group already. Okay, here I have summarized the 3 pinpoints the hotelers are facing right now, no matter in the chain hotel or in the B&B short-term rentals. First of all is the labor cost, right? So especially for the budget hotel, I mean for the economic hotel, not like Hilton or Marriott's hotel. Most of the budget hotels, they don't have 24 hours reception. Their staff reception just work in the daytime, but not at night. But actually, so how at night, how could they to serve their guests who arrive in the hotel late? Then the solution can help them. Second one is the energy cost, right? So especially right now in the Europe, due to the war in the Europe, the cost of electricity is almost 3 times more than before, even 4 times than before. So the cost of the daily operations is much higher, but they can't increase the price of the hotels too much. And meanwhile, the loss of guests, they will leave the rooms without, or maybe they forget to turn off the air conditioner, lighting, or televisions always, which result in unnecessary consumptions of energies. The third one is like noise, right? Especially for the Airbnb short-term rentals scenarios. Sometimes the guests will hold parties in the properties, or they bring lots of children in the rooms. They always make lots of noise in the room to disturb their neighbors, which will bring troubles to the Airbnb host, like penalties from the police, or maybe they will get punished to suspend their listing. This will affect their business.
Well, those are the pain points that I suffer, and I have my own personal experience. So to catch the cheaper flights, well, I definitely arrive by midnight, and the front desk, Leah, the girl at the front desk, is always so sleepy, and sometimes I don't get to see people, well, real people, and I have to make a lot of phone calls. But nowadays, the change is in the good side. And the next about, well, so when I'm at home, I definitely turn off the air conditioner after I leave. But when I'm staying in the hotel, I want to feel like so warm or cold, perfectly fine. Well, every time when I get back here, because I pay for this, right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I pay for this. Yeah, the parties. Well, I'm definitely traveling for parties. I'm traveling with friends, and I'm gonna be as noisy as I could.
Yes.
But those are the things that we can see every day.
Yeah, the energy is a problem. You know, I pay for the hotel's room, so definitely it's my right to turn on the television or not, but actually it's but
It's
hospitality,
still a waste.
still can unnecessary consumption.
And I heard it's like Tuya is doing magic to the overall improvement of that. So it doesn't hurt the consumers' feelings, while at the same time save some energy or budget for the bills for the owner as well. And this one, I see a lot of cute keys over there. And to know yourself and each other, this is coded from the art of war. And the market player for the key exchange you mentioned, I can totally see you while making that SWOT analysis in your mind.
I want to take the chance to share some my personal analysis in the market and to share some market players, similar players, what they are doing in the market. Let's take the Key Nest, the first one. For example, they provided the key exchange service to the Airbnb host, and Key Nest provided the key exchange service in the UK. They cooperated with convenience store, coffee bar to allow the host to put their keys to waiting for the guests to collect the keys to achieve their guests can have the self check-in. As you see, it is not relevant to the IoT service. It's very traditional offline service, but it still can solve the pinpoint challenge the how to hand over the keys to the guest for the host.
Well, it worked the other way around.
As you see, the price here is amazing. The per time they will charge for the Airbnb host £7 to collect the keys per time. And even you subscribe the package like monthly is almost 26 pounds, and yearly is around like average month cost will be 20 pounds, but it's still a lot, right? Okay.
I was just going to say, if you are just looking at the number over there, you don't feel it's a lot. But if you are multiple that by the rooms or the hotels or by the day of the month of the year, then that's quite a large bill. Especially for the Airbnb, their reservation fee is not so high like hotels. So the £7 or £20 maybe account a lot part of their revenue. So this is a headache for them, definitely. But they are still prefer to use this Key Nest service to solve the problem because they have no idea how to hand over the keys. Otherwise, they need to waiting for the guest always. Okay, let's talk about another one, the Wiki in Italy. Wiki provided a mobile key solution based on the IoT locks. This is different from the Key Nest, but they are solving the same problem. Compared with Key Nest, it's more convenient. They are solving the issues that most of the convenience store or coffee bar will close in the afternoon, and the guests can't collect the keys after 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. But Wiki, based on the IoT solution, they can achieve the 24 hours self check-in, right? Because the Key Nest put the keys in the coffee bar, but the coffee bar is not like 24 hours, so they still need to remind the guests to arrival at the coffee bar before they closed. As you see here, Wiki's price is like for the B&Bs is 7.9 euros per room, and for the vacation rentals is like 99 euros. This is also the cost for the host. Okay. Let's talk about another market player in Europe. Their name is Minat. Their service is quite different from the Key Nest and the Wiki. Minat is provided the noise monitoring service, who is focused on solving the problem of the headache for the Airbnb host. Sometimes the guest will make a lot of noise, just like we have discussed previously in the properties to disturb the neighbors, right? So the host, based on the Minat technologies, they are using the noise detectors. Host can know the guest make noise in the room, and then they can use the message or give a call to remind the guest to keep the peaceful in the room, don't make too loud noise. This is some technologies they provided
in the Europe. It looks like a very simple, but actually it's mean that business is quite popular in Airbnb. They are big name in the Airbnb's host, and their service like as you see, they can charge like $10 per properties per month. And if you want to share, enjoy their professional package, you need to pay like $15 per month. This is the business they are providing. Very simple, but it's make sense in the market.
Well, let's say if you didn't really catch up with what we are saying as the pain point or the solution to solve the problem, we can actually invite you to experience the demonstration live right now. I'm very excited for this part because during the rehearsal, we didn't do it. So are we sending out the invitation link or are we just demonstrating this one?
You can please let me. You can send to the link.
Yes, give me a second.
We can maybe later we can send the link. I can finalize the demonstration here firstly.
For sure. Well, when you are spending your time like introducing maybe part of the main features, I can find the content.
Okay. Actually, this page is to demonstrate how Tuya hospitality solution can help the hospitality managers to solve the problem. And the first of all is like we will have a dashboard on the left hand. This is used by the property by the hospitality hotels or the Airbnb host. So after the guest makes the reservation, the rooms they can use these web portals to grant access authorization to the guest according to one they will check in the rooms and one they will check out. The second step that the guest they will receive a message or email. It depends what kind of information they provided to the Airbnb host or hotel managers. So they will receive the email or the message. In the email or message there is a link. Actually, so you click the link, you log in, and then you will get we call the mobile key. So you can use the mobile keys to unlock the door. This is without any physical locks. This is how we could help the hotel manager or Airbnb host to achieve the self-check-in. And also based on the web portal, actually you will know when the guests check in the room and when they will check out. All the logs activities will be recorded at our back end. This is also help the Airbnb host and hotel manager to improve the security, right? Because previously you put for the Airbnb host, you put the keys on somewhere, some place, and for the guests to collect themselves. But you don't know when they move in your house and when they move out, right? So you don't know any information about that. But we can help that. We can help them to improve the security. Yeah.
For sure. So we are having this experience, very convenient experience, as well as security, right?
Yeah.
So that's really good experience. And I've already sent out the YouTube link in the group chat, so you can watch how this works from the online link. And
I forget to emphasize one selling point is like. Besides you can use the mobile key to open the locks. Actually, as long as you using our IoT device, so you can use this we call mobile web app to control all the smart elements in the rooms. So like turn on the television or turn off the thermostat, all can be supported by the mobile app. Yes.
Well, we have SCCam left a message. And do you have any smart solution for seaport management? Well, so not only for SC, but also for everyone who's watching this right now. Well, to evaluate if we can provide or not the solution to your business, we need a lot of more details. Let's say, for example, for the chain hotel, even if you are a chain hotel and it's in the European region, it's not like for 100% we can take it. We need to know how big is it and what's the facility set up, and if there is anything we can do to upgrade.
Yeah, for the different scenarios, they have very different pinpoints. So we need to collect as more as information, so we can give our proposals and to evaluate whether we can support it or not.
Yeah, so what about you leave your email address, or you give us a shortly description about what you need and what's the current situation of your project, your brand.
Yeah, you can share with my my personal emails with all the audience here. So if they have any question, they can approach us to have a discussion, because this is quite complicated. It's very case by case what kind of pinpoint they have. This we need to learn more about that.
Yeah, really. I have your permission to send out your email address in the group chat. All right, here we go. So this is Yan's email address. If you want to send him a message, well, an email, please describe it more in details, because like I mentioned before, he's quite busy. Well, even for colleagues like me. So on the next one, we are going to see some apps, right?
Yeah, this is we call it like a value-added service based on the mobile app, right? So the first of all, we solve the pinpoint how to hand over the keys to the guest. This is the most important part. But beside that, we can bring more features or the opportunities to make profit to the hotel managers. As you see in the this page, is like on the web portals, they can the guests can make room service such as massage, right? So definitely the hotelers can define this kind of service as they want, because for example, they can put some beverage on the application to sell. You can define this service as you want yourself. Yeah.
Well, we do have some other live messages. So does the app accept Portuguese or other language? I see some Arabic up there as well.
For the language localization, actually you can come to us. We can support the local language localization, but there is some a little bit cost for the localization, right? So for Arabic or for the Spanish, this is not a big problem for us, as long as you have such kind of requirement.
All right. I hope that answers your question. If not, leave your email or send it directly to moon.xia@tuya.com.
Yeah. For next year, actually, we have the plan to have the localization language for Spanish. Yeah, because the market data, as you see, Spanish is a big market, and lots of countries are speaking the Spanish. So that's the reason why we choose Spanish as our second language for the system localization.
Wow, sí, español. All right, so this one, we see some desktop over here. I guess it's management system.
Yeah, this is the second the page for the value-added survey after the guest make the reservation on the mobile app, and how the hotel managers process the orders. On our web portals, the hotel manager will receive a notification immediately what kind of service the guest had make the reservation on the mobile app, so the hotel managers can process these orders easily, no matter they order massage service or they are ordering some beverage. Yeah, this is how it works.
Talking about that, I do need a massage service.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 logos.
Yeah. Okay. So if you are working in hospitality, so you definitely will know the PMS, right? PMS, they are working with OTA like Booking.com, Airbnb, Agoda, Expedia, right? So they synchronize the reservation of the rooms information with PMS, and the hotels can know which guests which days will arrive check in the hotels. And we also working with several PMS we call them the ecosystem partners, right? So so that the hotel manager can use the PMS to grant the code to the guest through the PMS. And until now, we have integrated with 3 PMS brands in different ways. And we are keeping talking to more partners right now globally to have more ecosystem integration.
Good to know. Which is called PMS integration.
Yeah. Okay, this page, this is a key part about Tuya's business models. Actually different from other market players. We are not selling our platform to the hotels under our brand directly. Most of the time, actually, we will white label our solution to our partners. No matter you are a hotel, you are ecosystem integrators who want to resell our solution in your regions, right? So you can use our solution to resell to your customer, your hotels or your Airbnb host. So we call ourselves, capabilities enabler. We are a platform, so we provided our ability to our partners. Here is the explanation how our valuable business works. So you can have your own, as you see in this page, you can have your own domain and you own logos on the whole solutions. And this is another part for the web applications guest. As you see, this is actually used by the guest. So you can have your brand, you have your own domain on the web page.
Well, we have very interesting comments over here. How can we integrate our PMS with Tuya? Who do we need to talk to in order to get inside of the ecosystem?
Okay, great. Actually, you can come to me because Samantha has shared my personal email here, so you can approach me. Actually, we have our API document for the third party for the integrations. We welcome all the third parties PMS service provider to approach us to talk about the integrations. Also, we can talk more the business model like revenue sharing business model because no matter PMS or Tuya system, our target is the same, is the hospitality markets, hotels or Airbnb host.
Yeah. Well forward. Yan's email address, I sent it again in the group, in the chat, moon.xia@tuya.com. If it's too hard for you to remember, you can always do VIP@tuya.com and mention that you came through this webinar and we'll forward it to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, and also we're looking at, do you have your own branded applications? Okay, I can't vote, but I don't see the results yet. Looking forward to you guys.
Okay, we can go next.
The next one, yes.
Yeah, next page. Okay, because lots of our partners, they are not so clear about the web app, the logos, how it works. So I use this page to explain how it works. Suppose you are we call like resellers, right? So you want to use our solution to sell to your hotels, other hotels. So you will have your own brand on the web portals. And for the web applications, which one will be used for the guest, you can use the different logos to provide it to the hotels. So this means actually one platform can span lots of hotel service. Yeah, this is how it works.
This is actually the warmest chat live box I've ever seen. So they asked me to send your email address to everyone. That's well. Remember his email address or send it to VIP@tuya.com, or you can talk to our assistant right here lively, and we're gonna process your request later on.
Or even you can, I think you can leave your email address in the live chat, so we can collect all the emails and then we can follow up with you guys. You can just leave your emails with us.
Don't worry about that. We are going to go through the messages after the live webinar.
Okay, great. Okay, so this is we talk a lot of our software, how it works, right? So actually, the software need to work with our IoT device. So this is the core part, basement, how it works. So here I demonstrate the core part, what I mentioned, like mobile keys, right? So you need to have some hardware. So we have different kind of locks to cater for the different kind of scenarios, because especially in Europe, different countries, they have different the doors, the thickness and the width is totally different. So no matter what kind of door you're having right now, we have the solution for you. Don't worry about that. Just tell us what you want, and then share the door information. We will propose the locks accordingly.
Well, so Ian travels a lot, and he just got back the beginning of this month, I believe. And if he happened to travel in your country and book Lee online or talk to him during the email address, maybe he can drop himself off right in front of your dog. And also, as you ask, people are sending their email addresses in the group chat.
Okay.
Yeah, thejam.com. That's a really good site name. So we're looking at more hardware devices on this.
Okay. Oh, because beside the locks, we have other kind of IoT elements, which is popular in the hotels and in the Airbnbs. We have some sets and some different sensors and some sockets system. This is quite different from the 2C markets. So most of our recommended device here actually can help them to solve some energy saving problem and some access control problem, and also the access protection issues. Okay, here let me take a very detailed hardware, how it works. I mentioned like energy saving, right? So energy is a big problem in Europe right now. Okay, so normally in the hotels, we will recommended hotel to use our occupancy detector and to work with one breakers to achieve the energy saving. How it works, the occupancy detector will know is there any people in the room or not. So that if the detector detects there are no people in the room for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, they will send a message or information to the breaker to switch off the supply of the powers. And you can define the how long time, do the configuration yourself. You can decide 5 minutes or 10 minutes, even 30 minutes yourself. And this technology, this detector is using the microwave technology. It's different from others. So they can detect the breath of the people. So to reduce to improve the accurate.
Well, that was the thing that during rehearsal yesterday he told me about, and it was like, wow, the heart breathing and how well. Compared to this whole room, that is very small movement.
Yeah, because some people at night they will sleep, right? So the normal sensors they can't to detect the people is sleeping already, so they will switch off the power supply as well. But that is not hotels want to see. Okay, for these photos is I taken from our hotels in Spain. This is our customers' room. So as you see, they will install the occupancy detectors on the tops of the beds and in the living room to detect. Okay, so and this is another element we recommended to install in the washroom. Actually, the previous one we are recommended is installed in the living room, and for the rooms maybe they don't need to use so advanced technology, so we can recommend some affordable hardwares. Like we have two solutions here, solution A and solution B, right? For the solution A, there is some we call motion sensor. It's based on microwave technology as well, but this is a little bit cheaper than the previous one, but it's more like accurate. As for the solution B, it's like we are using the PIR sensor. Actually, so I'm not sure you know the technology behind of it. PIR is like use infrared technologies. It's not so accurate like microwave technology. Suppose you are sitting there for several minutes, it doesn't move. They don't know there's people there. They will still to switch off the light. But the benefits of PIR sensors is like they are using the wireless technologies. So you can, they are powered by the battery inside. So you can just like plug and play. You can put it everywhere. But for the motion sensor and the occupation detectors, they are using the cable. You need to still use a power supply to fix it.
Yeah, I remember you told me a lot about those. And moving on to the next one, you are looking at a either new release or upcoming products or the modules that is so easy to upgrade. And for every single one of them, it's ready only from this live webinar. You can book it now and tell us what are the situation scenarios, and if you want only hardware or software as a service together. And we're happy to take your orders and make sure for only live events over here. And the first one is noise monitoring.
Yeah, just like as I mentioned, there's some similar service provider in the market already, right? So, but each Tuya is very different from other platforms. Like we, just like I mentioned, we are not an independent system. We can to use one platform to integrate lots of features. You just buy one software, but you can have lots of functions, just one software, not just like our competitors may not in the market, right? So we will have the noise monitoring features soon in the Q1 next year, right? So we can use this device to monitoring the noise in each of your hotel rooms or your B&B rooms, right? This is a 100% privacy safe because we just monitoring of the noise, not pictures, not living streamings and nothing else. Yeah. Also, you can get the email. You can do the configuration to get the instant email or mobile alerts from our software web portals. So you can decide that you receive the email or the message. And this is also you can get the historical data in the past months, right? So you can record it all the histories, and also you can customize I don't know how to call it. The DP is thresholds like to monitoring what kind of level in the rooms. Yes.
All right. I think people just can't hear enough of you because Azar, is that how you pronounce your name? I'm not so sure. And he said, can you share this recording later? We're still on live, and he's asking, yes, you can. Everyone is welcome to watch recap, and you can follow either Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn on our channel Tuya B2B, and we always send out updates over there. And also you can actually follow Yan's personal LinkedIn because he writes articles about all the good sides, the pros and cons about the solutions hardware ecosystem as well. And talking about that, while you are introducing the next part, I'm going to share your LinkedIn account in the group chat.
Okay. This page I want to demonstrate is like we have very amazing functions or hardware. It's like for some chain hotels, 4-star or 5 stars, they have installed their locks already for years. They don't. It will be like additional cost to replace their locks with a new lock, right? So we will provide a module like this is developed by ourselves. It's like you don't need to change your existing lock. We just you provided the module. You just install the module inside of your existing lock. Then your lock can become compatible with our system directly. This is very popular for 5-star or 4 stars. Yes.
Well, I already sent out your LinkedIn account. Let's see how many people follow you tonight.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, then another one is a difference. I can see we are the unique service provider right now to integrate the voice AI with our platform right now. The AI, as you see, we have two models here. The first one is the Alio. This is provided by a third parties, and also Alexa. But this Alexa hospitality AI speaker is different from the 2C speakers. So both of these two speakers, they have very different features. For example, you can use the speakers to call for the room service, not just like turn on the television or turn off the lights. This is we can spot, but you can use this speaker to call for the room service, like you want to order some food, you want the reception to send you a sleeper, so you can use the voice to send the message to the reception directly. This is very amazing. There is no service provider right now in the market provide such kind of technology.
I believe you only because you are an expert in this industry.
Yeah. This one is a very very different and it's very popular in China and in Asia, part of Asia countries right now. We call hotel robot, right? So because the labor cost is increasing in the past years, so right now gradually hotels they want to use the robot to provide some room service directly to the guest. The robots are connected with the elevator or telephone, so the robot can take the elevator themselves to go to the rooms and to send the sleeper or toothbrush to the guest themselves. This can help the hotel managers, especially for the luxury hotel and the chain hotels. They can save the labor cost.
They are quite noisy.
Yeah. Okay, so we have some user case share with everybody here. It's like this one is they call Kuching Park Hotel in Malaysia. We cooperated with our local system.
Do you want to play the video while we're talking about it?
Yeah. So, but the problem is like I don't know I can share here or not.
Can you play that? Can you see the video over here? Can you switch to see the video over here?
Just hold on. Let me try.
Hi, I'm Lynn. Today I'm here at Kuching Park Hotel, which has been renovated to provide a new experience for the room guests digitally. Let's find out more. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Mason. I heard this is not a usual hotel. It provides experience digitally. Is it true?
Of course. Come, let me show you. Lynn, this is our kiosk. This kiosk can do check-in, check-out, and even book a room. Let's go to check-in. So here we remind our guests to get ready their IC, passport, and credit card before they move on to the next step. Alright, here, this kiosk, we even can check in guests that will book through OTA, besides book through our hotel directly. So you can see here, if I choose, you can choose. So Lynn, you notice this now, when you enter the room, the lights is on, the curtain is on, because we have this just now remember, you can use the mobile apps to control the lightings, even the aircon, even the curtain. The mobile apps, and you can use this smart speaker. You just command using voice control, then you will follow what you say. Want to give it a try? You just say hello AI and something. Okay, you can ask to play some.
Play me jazz music.
Just playing jazz music now. So this is a smart speaker. You can ask beside those functions in this room. You can also ask the speaker about the interesting tourist attractions surrounding this place, like the food area, where the best place to go for food, where is the museum, the tourist attractions is all in this information. So guests can find. You can try to ask about the food. Maybe you want to try.
Hello AI. Find me good restaurants nearby.
There are 10 pieces of information about find me good restaurants nearby within 15 kilometers, such as Rice King, Jalan Pedungan, Tom.
One, they can select and they can pay through here, then the food will sent to your table. Another option is they can sit down at our cafe, then there's a QR code on the table. They can scan with the smartphone and choose the menu they want and pay, and food will sent to the table. Press the checkout and just key in the room number and the booking last name. Then they still gotta return this key through here.
What about the people that checked in using the app?
Alright, for those using the mobile apps, they just check out from mobile apps. After all, it is a mobile key.
Kuching Park Hotel is the first full smart hotel in Malaysia. It is a brand new experience for me. As for you, do come to re-experience Kuching Park.
More of the displays over there. And back to our slides.
Okay. This is what I show here. So here is like they have one speaker, they have one occupancy detector, they have one DGB summer site, they have several wall switch. It's not just one, there's several. So wall switch also definitely detector in the toilet, the switch in the toilet. So let's say around each room is like 10 units of hardwares, including the locks as well. Okay, this case, this is Journey. Journey is our partner. Actually, Journey is kind of short-term rentals, property management companies. So they rented the properties from some owners of the property, and then they put on the listing to rent it to the travelers. They have business in America, in Mexico, in Panama, right now they have business in Italy and UK as well. This is how their business is ongoing. And then they developed their own system based on our portals because they want to achieve the self-check-in. Because as you know, short-term rentals is fragile hotel, is hospitalities. It's not like one building, many rooms. So their properties is located in the different area. Maybe in New York, one property, another one is in San Francisco. So they need to use a technology to manage the multiple properties at the same time. It's not like I need one property manager in San Francisco, one people in the New York. This is that will be a high cost for them for the daily operations. Yeah, this is a user case. But they have the precondition is like they have their own developer team, software developer team. Otherwise, they can't achieve it. Okay, so this is another user case in China. What I mentioned, like Holiday Inn, they are using is like Onity. If you know Onity is, they are a very famous hotel lock brand for the chain hotels. But Holiday in China, they want to, based on their existing lock, to have the mobile check-in solution as well. But they can't remove them and have a new lock. So we provided our module to them, and they can use that one to, we call renovation, to upgrade their locks to IoT lock to work with our system.
Well, Mina sent a lot of questions and comments over here, and she also mentioned some, I hope you are a she, and she also mentioned, I did not get it how we can use the old door locks. And with that, I can try to explain. So the old door locks, you can either put the plug on the one, or you can use the lock box. So the one that we are demonstrating here, and it's easier to fix. And other than those two situations, I believe you probably need to change or upgrade your current door lock into a smarter one. Yeah. I think that makes sense. And if you are happy with that, well, otherwise we can definitely talk later. And so remember that. Do you feel like giving this smart box away?
Okay, so yeah, so let's.
All right, so we have 33 audience in the live right now, and let's start typing in one in the group chat. And again, we are giving out one of this worth $119 smart lock from EU, which is like a star product. And if you're not satisfied with it, you can definitely talk to us and pay for the extra, and we'll ship it over to you. So let's start it. All right, 3, 2, 1. I don't know what's the number over there. All right, I'm curious to get it right.
Okay, it's 5.
It's 5. Well, it's definitely more than 5. All right. So did I say that Merry Christmas and Happy New Year?
Yeah.
So we are still going to give out another $50 Amazon gift card. And for anyone who stay with us until this moment, this is your second chance for the lucky drawer. And again, start typing 1 in the group chat. Can we switch back to the lottery? Because the $50 Amazon gift card. So start 1 in the group chat, and we're gonna count it short. So ready?
Yeah.
Go. All right, let's see who's the lucky one over here. Guys, where are you from? It's like 6:13 p.m. on our time, and you guys are so energetic.
It's 15.
We're at 15 this time. So our assistant gonna contact and confirm with you. So you don't need to reach back to us. We'll write your email and telling you that you are the lucky one for Christmas or New Year. And we're going to summarize because we ran a little bit over time, but at least you guys are happy. So the next one, and how to accelerate your smart business easy. Go to the next one, because as for the software or PaaS, we can go to the next one that Yan introduced in previous sections. There are also things that you can track. If you are running your own brand, let's say for the hotel, you want to know like when and what time that people activated their devices and what's the user preference, so you know like what's your business or peak hours and what's the relatively relaxed time, or what are the preference to order some beverage and deliver to their rooms. So those are the user learning process, and how to do that. That's easy. So let's say mentioned in the case that the wall switch, and monitor and PIR sensor. If you need any of those, you can either talk to us or you can go on Tuya Expo and request sample over there. If you're satisfied, place mass order, and if you are totally happy with it long term, then we can produce and deliver right to your dog. And after the first and second one, you can definitely track the device activating data, and it's always good to do an A/B test because you want to know which one is more popular with your audience, and it's a way that you get to know about them more. And the next one we're looking at is how you create the PID and how you track it, and how the important part about this, well, I'm coughing. Excuse me. So the important part of this is first that you want to track, and secondly you want to manage all the different SKUs. So each of the SKU have a very unique PID, and other tracking data, we have to emphasize this. Even though these things are powered by Tuya, we don't own your data and we protect your data. So only the brand owner or the manufacturer, let's say they're selling their own the devices, they are allowed to get access to their data. Other than that, even Tuya ourselves, we are going to stay away from that. So definitely assured. And the last slide we're looking at is like not only the software, not only Yan expertise, and not only the hardware ecosystem, we are able to provide a lot more, which is called value-add service. And we provide 70 plus value-added services for long-term growth with multiple aspects. In the apps, the OEM, which is custom branded app services, is what you definitely need from IoT devices, including creating the app for your business, launching apps, updating, etc. And second one is like the ecosystem service, as we are working with many ecosystem giants around the world, like Amazon, Walmart, Wayfair, and I want to emphasize the Amazon because if you are a brand and you want to start on Amazon, we can actually help you with Tuya Green Channel. That's something that's gonna accelerate the process, and we can help you connect with some of the e-commerce, which would allow a much faster process to put your products on the market. And me, as an expertise in the e-commerce and international trading, we are going to give you some expertise on the online operating as well. So that's pretty much it, and we are going to play a short video probably for 5 minutes, and we're gonna stay longer for 5 minutes collecting your email address.
Tuya Smart is a leading technology company focused on making our lives smarter. Tuya does this through offering a cloud platform that connects a range of devices via the IoT. By building interconnectivity standards, Tuya bridges the intelligent needs of brands, OEMs, developers, and retail chains across a broad range of smart devices and industries. Tuya solutions empower partners and customers by improving the value of their products while making consumers' lives more convenient through the application of technology. Through its growing commercial SaaS business, Tuya offers intelligent business solutions for a wide range of verticals. The company's platform is backed by industry-leading technology complete with rigorous data protection and security. Tuya partners with many global Fortune 500 companies to make things smarter, including Philips, Schneider Electric, Lenovo, and many others. The scope of Tuya's business covers the whole chain from smart manufacturing to the application of smart scenes. At the same time, encouraged by the online and offline channel resources of the service providers, integrators, and operators in Tuya's ecosystem, Tuya can help our brand customers to sell smart devices to the entire world. Tuya collaborates closely with Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Apple, and Samsung in industry ecosystem. Our platform is one of the first that integrates Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, Apple HomeKit, and Samsung SmartThings at the same time. We enable brands to solve product development problems such as high development costs, long development cycles, and technical challenges and roadblocks, so that even companies with zero experience can quickly enter into the IoT space and enhance their product competitiveness. Tuya Smart, the global IoT development platform service provider, based on the underlying IoT parts-level technical support. We have developed smart business solutions for various industries including hospitality, residential, building, community and office park, etc. The infrastructure behind our platform includes Cloud Plus networking module plus app to enable the rapid development of smart products. Powered by Tuya PBT is a mark of interconnectivity across different brands and categories. Users can easily control any product featuring the PBT label with just one app.
By June 30, 2022, the Tuya IoT development platform has served over 629,000 developers
from more than 200 countries and regions worldwide. Smart devices powered by Tuya are currently available in approximately 120,000 stores all over the world.
Better insights will bring more value into our lives, make our business and our homes smarter, but it's very important that it's in a secure way. So Tuya will provide it as well. Securing the insights on our daily life will actually protect our privacy for the future.
Together, we'll enable a future where life is more comfortable and joyful. Work is more streamlined and efficient. Management is accurate and data-driven. Services are thoughtful and sincere. Security is tangible and reassuring. Cities are prosperous and full of possibilities. Every second the world changes before our eyes. Time flies by faster than we could have imagined. Every idea can open the door to a completely new era. For creation precedes prediction. The possibilities are endless and we're walking into uncharted territory. We invite you to take this journey with us. Tuya Smart, the global IoT development platform service provider.